First thing we're going to go over is we're going to go over the fact that we need to understand that these little dashes mean equality. So from M to R and from R to H, they're both the same length. So M to H is split in half by R. Okay. And then we have T to R, which is 2 lines, meaning that this one matches the one that is 2 lines. Okay, so from T to R is the same length as R to A, and they're lying on the same line segment from T to A. Why it's a line segment? Because it doesn't have arrows. So M to R, in this first example, M to R, so this one right here, is 24. And they want to know what H to R is. Well, I just said if M to R is a number, it's the same length as R to H because of this little thing. So 24. T to R is 16. What is A to T? So the whole thing. So if this little piece is 16, what is this little piece? 16. So the whole thing would be 16 doubled, which is 32. If M to H, the whole thing is 58. Okay, this whole thing is 58. What's just a piece of it? Well, it cuts it in half. So 58 divided by 2, 29. All right. R is the midpoint for both line segment TA and line segment MH. So making sure you understand that is very important. So now let's actually go to the problem at hand. So this is saying to draw a diagram for the problem. So you're just going to draw a line, and it says M is the midpoint between P and Q. So right dab smack in the middle. And if it's in the midpoint, that means it cuts it in half. So if it cuts it in half, that means that each piece is the same length. So you need to have those little dashes there, right? Moving on. It says from P to M is 6x plus 7. Then it says that M to Q is 9x minus 8. So this piece is 9x minus 8, and this piece is 6x plus 7. They want us to find the length of the whole thing, P to Q. So from here to here. Well, tell me something. They want us to find the whole length. What do you notice about these two lines? They're similar, which means that this is equal to this. So you legit are going to equal these two expressions. So 6x plus 7 equals 9x minus 8. I'm going to draw a line down the middle, and I'm going to solve for x so that I can find the value of PQ. So, which one's smaller, 6x or 9x? Let's move our x's first. 6x is smaller. I move it by subtraction. What I do to one side, I do to the other. This brings up, cancels this out, leaves 7 on this side, gives me 3x on minus 8 on the right side. Next, now that x is by itself on one side, that's a good goal. We're going to move everything away from it. Add your 8 to both sides. You get 15 equals 3x. Last and final step is to divide by 3. Because this is multiplication, to get rid of it, you're going to divide it. What is 15 divided by 3? 5. X equals 5. Well, if x equals 5, that's not the length of PQ. We know that this one is 9x minus 8. So to find, well, we know what x is. It's 5. So to find out what that actual length is, we're going to take the value of 5 and plug it in. So 9 times 5 minus 8. What's 9 times 5? 45. 45 minus 8 37. So 37 is MQ. Well, if MQ is 37, what's PM? Also 37. So putting both of these together, so you're going to add 37 plus 37, and you are going to get 74. 74 is my final answer. So PQ is equal to 74. All right, number 2. Draw the same little diagram. P to Q. M's cutting it in half. If it cuts it in half, that means that you have equal sides. You have 1 and 1 are equal. It says from P to M is 5x plus 8. So from P to M, you got 5x plus 8. From P to Q, so from P to Q is the whole thing, is 76. The whole thing is 76. They just want us to find x. So we're trying to find this little x right here. First of all, if the whole thing is 76, so if I gave you a ruler and I said, here's 76 inches of a ruler, and I said, cut it in half, the midpoint, cut it in half. Where are you going to cut it in half at? Well, you would take 76 and you would divide it by 2. You do that in the calculator, you're going to get 38. So 38 is on this side and 38 is on this side. Got 38 inches here, 38 inches here. Together, you have 76 inches. Cool. Now, it asks us to find what x is, not what the actual length of the segment is. So, we know that it's 38 total, and we know that it gives us this expression. So, we're going to say 5x plus 8 equals 38. Because we know that this expression is for PM and that PM is equal to 38. So we're going to go ahead and solve. Subtract 8 from both sides because 5x equals 30. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. X equals 6. Final answer. Because that's what they wanted. X equals 6. Final answer here and final answer here. All right, cool.